Is Lightning Lane multi-pass worth the extra money when you are coming to Disneyland? I get asked this question all the time, and my answer is yes, a big if you know how to use it correctly. If you don't know how to use it and don't understand what to do, you're going to be wasting your money. And I don't want you to waste your money. So today I'm going to give you a bunch of tips and tricks and show you how to use Lightning Lane Multi-Pass. Plus, I'm going to be using it today myself so that you can see exactly how it works, how to do it. I'm going to show you how to modify Lightning Lanes, maybe use a multi-experience pass if I get one, we'll see. And I'm going to be tracking wait time so you can see what the posted wait time is versus how long I actually wait, so you can decide for yourself if using Lightning Lane Multi-Pass is the right move for your family. Our first Lightning Lane of the day is going to be Indiana Jones. Now it's about 11 a.m. and we are just barely getting going with Lightning Lanes because we were rope dropping this morning. Wait times were lower, so I didn't want to use our Lightning Lanes. I wanted to save them and use them for later in the day, like now when things start to get busier. So I made our reservation for Indiana Jones at about 8:30 this morning, and the return time is between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. So we're just heading over there now. It's almost 11, but I also made a second Lightning Lane for Haunted Mansion Holiday. I made that at about 10:15 because you can make a Lightning Lane reservation, a second one, after you scan into your first Lightning Lane or 2 hours later, whichever comes first. So at 10:11 we still hadn't used our Indiana Jones Lightning Lane, but I was still able to make a Lightning Lane reservation for Haunted Mansion Holiday. So let's go do our Indiana Jones Lightning Lane. We'll see how long we actually wait. And I have a ton more tips to share with you as we go through the day. Posted wait time for Indiana Jones Adventure right now is 55 minutes. Got my timer going. We'll see what Lightning Lane is. Our next Lightning Lane isn't for about 2 more hours. That's Haunted Mansion Holiday. So in the meantime, we are gonna go meet some characters. We'll get something to eat. We'll go on rides that don't have Lightning Lane multi-pass and fill our time that way. Now, the attractions that go the quickest for Lightning Lane multi-pass are always Indiana Jones. That should always be your number one. And then after that, it's a tie between Haunted Mansion Holiday. If it's the holiday version, it's gonna go really quick. That should be your second one, or Space Mountain. If it's not Haunted Mansion Holiday, you can wait a little longer to book it. But if it's Haunted Mansion Holiday, you need to do that earlier in the day because it's gonna get pushed out and soon they'll be gone. And then Space Mountain. Those are the 3 most popular, followed by like Matterhorn and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and then probably Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Now there are Lightning Lane attractions that you can book and have almost an immediate return time, like Buzz Lightyear's always a quick return time. Same with Autopia, Star Tours. So those ones are ones that I can save for later in the day because I know even if it's 9 o'clock at night, I'll still be able to get a return time for those attractions. But if I'm trying to get one for Space Mountain, then it's not gonna happen. Now today, I think I'm gonna wanna take a break because it's gonna be really hot. So I'm thinking I'm going to watch the Space Mountain return times and book it probably when I'm back at my hotel taking a break for maybe around 7 or 8 p.m. when we come back. So one of the great things about Lightning Lane Multi-Pass is that you do not have to be in the park to book it after you have scanned in. You have to scan in for the day, then you can leave the park, go back to your hotel, and still keep booking Lightning Lane. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that, but I probably will do Space Mountain once the return time's a little bit later. We're gonna go do some other fun things and then we'll come back and hit our Lightning Lane when it's time. Okay, it's time to make another Lightning Lane, so we're gonna go over here to today's plans, and I'm gonna go to the tip board section, and it's gonna show me, I have it toggled so that it only shows Lightning Lanes, and right now it is 12:12, and we're gonna select another Lightning Lane. I want something that we can return to quickly. So I'm gonna do It's a Small World for 12:15. Select all, confirm party, continue. Make sure you do the last few steps so that you actually book your Lightning Lane. Okay, now it's good to go between 12:15 and 1:15. Okay, it says wait time for Small World is 15 minutes in the standby line. Let's see how long we wait with our Lightning Lane. We got so lucky because scanned into our lightning lane for It's a Small World, and then I was getting ready to book another lightning lane, and all of a sudden I noticed the Space Mountain was available at 12:45, and it is 12:45 right now. So when I was booking it, it was like 12:20, and before, when I'd been looking at Space Mountain, it was out till about 3:30 or 4. So we got lucky, an earlier return time popped up, and I was able to grab it for Space Mountain. Now we're gonna go on Space Mountain. Woohoo! Space Mountain standby wait is 40 minutes, but we're going in the lightning lane. Next up is our lightning lane for Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run. Standby wait time is 30 minutes. I've got my timer going.
Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to...
Well, it's our return time for Haunted Mansion Holiday that I booked hours and hours ago, but Haunted Mansion Holiday is down. So they gave us a multi-experience pass on our app, and a multi-experience pass is pretty awesome because it's like a lightning lane return time that you can use for a bunch of different attractions, and you don't have to make a reservation for it. You can just show up and use it. So I could use it for Haunted Mansion Holiday if I wanted, or I can use it for something totally different. And I can make another reservation for Haunted Mansion Holiday. So it's kind of just like a bonus pass that's pretty awesome. So let me show you what it looks like and how you can find out where you can use it. So here's what it looks like right now. You can click on it, and it says multi-experience. It tells you what it's for. But if you click on redeem, it will open up so you can use it that way, but I don't want to do that right now. So if you want to know where you can go right here to find out where you can go, and it gives you a list everywhere that you can use this. So you can't use it on Peter Pan, Rise of the Resistance, or Tiana's Bayou Adventure, but here's the places that we can use it. Now, we've talked about it a little bit, but you really need to start using your lightning lanes earlier in the day. You can't show up, I mean, you can, but you shouldn't show up at 1 p.m. and decide to start booking lightning lanes, because all of your return times are going to be way out far, and then you're not going to have a good experience using lightning lanes. So if you want to get your money's worth out of it and use it strategically and efficiently, then plan on being at the park earlier in the day so that you can start booking them and using them. Next, we are headed to Buzz Lightyear with our lightning lane. Let's see what the wait time is. Standby, 20 minutes. It is 2:45 and it is really warm, so we are going to take a break, head back to our hotel for a couple of hours, and because we've gotten so much done today with our lightning lane, then we're not really going to miss out on much. So I decided that strategically would make the most sense for us to use our lightning lane multi-pass for something later tonight when we come back, like maybe Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway or Matterhorn, since we haven't been on those yet. And I booked another lightning lane return time for Haunted Mansion Holiday, which is at 7:40 p.m. So that is farther out, but because we are going back to our hotel, then we have time to wait for it. It's not like we're in the park wanting to ride things. So I'm gonna set a timer on my phone, or an alarm, so the next time I'm able to make a lightning lane return time in 2 hours, then I'll remember, and I will make another one from our hotel room, and then I'll be able to stack them a little bit. So we'll come back and we'll have dinner and we'll just finish up the rest of our lightning lanes. Now, if I wasn't going to leave the park, then I would probably book a return time for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway or Matterhorn, wait for that a bit, and then finish up those lightning lanes, and then use my lightning lane multi-pass for Haunted Mansion Holiday since it's so far out. So you kind of have to be flexible and strategic, but once you get going making the lightning lanes and kind of have the basic knowledge of the system, then it becomes easy. When I come back to the parks, I'm going to show you how to modify a lightning lane because that can be helpful too. We are headed back into the parks, and while we were at the hotel, then I was able to make a lightning reservation for Matterhorn, and it was for 7 o'clock. So I modified it. It took me about 5 minutes. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a little bit, but I modified it and I was able to get it for 5:15, which is way better than 7. So we're gonna go do Matterhorn, we're gonna have dinner, and we still have our 7:40 Haunted Mansion lightning lane, and we still have our multi-experience, plus there's other lightning lanes that we're gonna be able to do really quick without a long wait for return time. So we still got a lot of lightning lanes to hit. All right, here we go, Matterhorn bobsleds. Lightning lane, it says that the standby line's only 10 minutes, but that line over there looks longer than 10 minutes. I'm gonna check on the app and see what it says on the app. But we're in lightning lane. Okay, we're gonna talk about how to modify a lightning lane. Go to My Day, and then you're gonna find the one you want to modify. So there's my multi-experience pass, and I just booked Star Tours for 7:25, but I would like to see if I can get it earlier. So you click on it and then you click Modify Plan. Right now, look, it says it's available for 5:50, which is way earlier. So I'm gonna confirm change and click Done. Now it doesn't always go that quickly. Now it's not always that easy. I'm pretty excited that that happened that quickly. Lots of times you have to keep pulling it down and refreshing and refreshing and refreshing. And some people spend like 20-30 minutes refreshing, trying to get an earlier time. And I don't really spend a lot of time doing that because I hate being on my phone. But if you're willing to put in the work refreshing, then sometimes you can get an earlier time. Usually you can. This was really lucky that we got one that quickly, but that's how you modify a lightning lane. And if you need to make it later, you can change it to a later time, or you can cancel it altogether. We are going to use our lightning lane multi-experience for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway right now, and we don't have to make a lightning lane return time. We can just show up whenever we want with the multi-experience pass. So we're going to show up right now, and let's see, the posted wait time is 35 minutes. Let's start the timer and see how long we wait. Now you can scan into your lightning lane 5 minutes early. If you are late, you can scan into it up to 15 minutes late too. So you have the hour window to use it, but they give you a little bit of wiggle room on either side. If for some reason you do end up missing it completely, then go and talk to a cast member because they'll usually still let you use it even though you miss it.
Yeah, good to play.
Going on Star Tours.
For takeoff, contact departure on frequency 429. Wait!
Now we're gonna do Autopia. Posted wait time is 20 minutes.
But I'll double check.
Time for our last lightning lane of the night, Haunted Mansion Holiday. Let's go. All right, that's it for our lightning lane day. Thanks so much for following along. Hopefully it's been helpful. Hopefully I've answered all of your questions. If not, let me know down in the comments. I will do my best to answer any of your questions. Thanks so much. It's been fun. See ya.